Hi everybody, and welcome back to Plastic Models by a Regular Dude. And as you can see today, I have finished the Takom King Tiger. It's pre-production / Porsche turret. So this is it in all its wondrous glory. Fun kit. Very don't want to say really complicated, but very involved with all of the interior and all that kind of stuff. But overall, a really good kit. I've spent quite a while on it and taking breaks here and there to work on other things, but I have to say it's really cool. So in looking at it, it looks very clean, and there's a reason for that. If you've watched my earlier videos on this vehicle, my intent is to do it, I want to build a base for it and do it in kind of a museum type setting, like it's a restored vehicle. So I didn't really do any weathering on it other than making the tracks look old, but I didn't make them too dusty. But I did put a little bit of dust, and you probably can't even really tell in the video here, but I did a very light dusting all the way around the lower extremities, like it's an operating museum piece that can roll around in the dust, and they kind of somewhat clean it up to bring it inside. As far as all of the interior, I did a couple of things in order to make it to where you can see what's going on. So let me get it off the base here and we'll take a look. So for the hull, what I did is I left this, I didn't glue this on, so this can be removed. It's kind of a tight squeeze, but it can be removed so you can see. Again, the light isn't the greatest, you're not going to be able to see that much in there, but you can see down inside of the driver's compartment. You can see the ammo racks. You can see in the back. You can see the floor. So you can see all those details. I also left the engine deck cover. I left that unglued, so that just pops back into place. Then the screens just go back like that. Those are removable because they kind of overlap the engine deck, and it's going to be in a closed cabinet, so it's not like people are going to be able to mess with it. This one, like I said, is a little bit tighter squeeze, but it does fit down in there if one is careful. Okay, so that's that. Then for the turret, obviously you can see underneath there all the way around, but I also left the top removable so you can see inside like that. See all that detail. So all that interior detail is a lot of work, and I thought, you know, I want to be able to take these off if I want. So I could either display them that way in my museum setting when I get the base done, or I can just leave it all in one piece like this. So that's pretty much it. I pretty much used everything from the kit except for the barrel, which was sent with the kit. It's an aluminum barrel with the brass muzzle brake, and boy, it looks so much better than the kit supplied. The tracks, if you've been watching the video, you know I did not use the kit tracks, which are the individual length type. I've got some sections glued together here, and because of the way I put it together, I was not able to use those tracks. Now I could possibly use them for another kit, but I ended up going with the Ming King Tiger tracks for this kit. Now they're made for Ming, or made by Ming, but they fit perfectly on here. Great set of tracks. I did a kind of a bit inbox and build review of the tracks on another video that I'll link below. But they're kind of tedious, no more so though than any other individual length tracks, and they go together without a problem. They clean up really well. There's no eject pin marks, anything like that. So I think it really enhanced and it made doing the tracks a whole lot easier. It's got some really awesome sag that you can't see because of the fenders, but like I said, I was going for a restored vehicle. But overall, it was a very, very fun build. And it was really hard. I want to stick to my plan of doing a museum diorama kind of thing because I want to do some figures. I want to do some floor, some back wall kind of thing. It'll probably be a pretty good size diorama because I want it to be like sitting in a corner with a rope and a couple of figures like a parent and child or something like that. But it was really hard not to just really get into weathering and all the other kind of stuff. I wanted to make it look like, you know, a museum piece, but one that does get driven around the circuit for, you know, displays and stuff like that. But anyway, really good kit. Not really any fit issues that I can recall. If a person were to build this thing, I would say be very, very, very conscious of fit and keep the paint to a minimum on joints because there's some really super tight tolerances, and just a layer of, say, primer and paint can sometimes make it a really tight squeeze. So that's something to consider if you build this thing. Other than that, it's time consuming, but it's very doable and it's very fun. So that's it. That's the Takom King Tiger. As the box says, King Tiger SDKF Z182 Porsche turret, full interior. I guess technically this is a pre-production turret because the turret made by Henschel with the flat front was the actual production version, but they did make some with the Porsche turret. Now, one more thing you're going to notice, there's no Zimmerit on here. Zimmerit paste I'm not good at, and I was not going to risk this kit doing that. Nobody makes a Zimmerit kit for this vehicle, and in the box it shows Zimmerit on it, but it does not come with Zimmerit, and there is no, that I could find, there is nobody that makes Zimmerit for this particular kit. So I just went without. I was going to try the Ming Zimmerit set for their version of this vehicle, and it's super close, but not close enough. Especially since I could not get the stuff to stick worth a hoot. So I just opted to go without Zimmerit. So in that respect, it's totally incorrect. But we'll just say this was found in a warehouse somewhere, and you know, they just hadn't got around to putting the Zimmerit on it before they found it or whatever. So a museum got a hold of it, painted it up, and voila, here you go. But anyways, other than that, I think it turned out really well. Enjoyed it. Big thanks to Patrick Shaffer. He's the one who sent this to me all the way from Europe, from Germany, and I just want to thank him publicly again. This was a really, really awesome gift, and I appreciate it, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the finished result there, Patrick. So thanks a lot. So that's it for the Takom King Tiger. Thanks for following along if you have. If you haven't, there are other videos. I'll eventually get it all compiled into a playlist if you'd like to kind of follow along. It's not a step-by-step thing, but more of a general hitting it every once in a while. Step-by-step with this one would have taken me 2 years to film. It's just, or video, because it's just, there's a lot to it. But anyway, As always, thanks for watching Plastic Models by a Regular Dude and the Takom King Tiger. Hope y'all enjoyed following along. If you did, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, hints, tips, anything else, please put them in the comments section down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So until next time, I will see you all later.